So I'd like to teach you all about my great new method. It's called healing. Trademark. Welcome. Namaste, yoga students. Please come and study with me in my new method that I call breathwork. TM. What's up, friends? I'd like to invite all of you to travel with me down here to the beach to study in my new program, the Neurobiologically Oriented Expressive Arts Protocol, or NOEXAP. You can only learn it here. You can only learn it with me. So let's talk about this tendency in the psychotherapy and in the wellness professions to trademark everything. Every little specialty protocol, every manual, so many trademarks and little R symbols going around these days. And this has long concerned me. I said when I first wrote the book, Dancing Mindfulness, and put that program together, I am not going to trademark it as my intellectual property because it's not mine to trademark. That dance and mindfulness are two of the oldest healing practices on the planet. And yes, I've written a book about my interpretations. And so as I've struggled to navigate this world, I have been okay with copywriting things that I've written, yet always being mindful to give credit where credit's due about origins and influences and to properly cite others' work. What can really piss me off, though, is this overuse of the TM or the R symbol for registered trademark. There was a time a few years ago where it seemed like everybody who was putting together a specialty EMDR protocol felt that they had to put the trademark behind it, with this understanding that, well, then people are going to steal it. People are going to say it's theirs. In a field, i.e. EMDR therapy, where Dr. Shapiro herself did not end up enforcing the trademark that she had on EMDR therapy so that it can be studied and scrutinized and developed. The trademark really is a sign of capitalism's impact on our field, and I know a lot of people think it protects them. I go back and forth about that because I think what it really sends a message about is that the work is not open to be studied and expanded. What further concerns me about people's use of the TM and the R is that so many people are buying them and purchasing them for pieces of work that, like I said, are not theirs to own. I see this in expressive arts therapy, in yoga, in some other facets of trauma therapy, that we're trademarking or copywriting practices that are fundamentally indigenous. And that's what doesn't sit right with me. This is another area, another rant where I don't pretend to have all the answers. I just know that something is not right in the way that we continue to trademark constantly in the name of protecting our intellectual property without properly and authentically recognizing that nothing we're doing in these helping professions in the modern era is original to us anyway. I would say that if you're a creator in any of the professions that I mentioned, learn the difference between a trademark, TM, a registered trademark, and a copyright. And ask yourself how much of what you can do to preserve work that does feel original to you can be protected with a copyright or purchasing a URL on something. But also look at the restrictions that trademarking something can put on it really being able to grow and expand as a community practice in the field, as opposed to just another capitalistic endeavor. I know that a lot of us are just trying to make a living. I've been in this boat too. I've looked at that as I've searched around this issue. Yet it'll continue to wear away at us if we don't have an honest conversation about all of the topics that I mentioned in this rant.